Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Let's Look at the League. I'm Lawrence Mangenje. For the third time in succession, Harare Giants Dynamos are the Chibuku Super Cup champions after edging Triangle United 1-0 at Gibo Stadium in Chiredzi. Inacio Perez's second-half stunner propelled Kevin Kaindu's charges to their third successive title on the bounce. To help me digest that, as well as a lot of other things in their career, are Dynamos' former media liaison officer, Chioniso Mashakada, who even has a Chibuku Super Cup winners medal. Chioniso,
hi.
It's good to have you on Let's Look at the League. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so before we dwell into your journey at Dynamos, we know you should have brought the medal, by the way.
I forgot.
You should have brought the medal. So she has, like I said, a winner's medal with Dynamos from the time she was there as media officer in 2020. Is it 2022? 2023. Yeah. And Genesis Mangombe, who ironically was the Triangle United coach when the two teams played last Saturday. So before we go into that, Chioniso, everybody knows that you are actively involved in football. Just briefly tell us who Chioniso Mashakada is. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? And at what point did you realize that you are in love with the beautiful game of football?
Okay, so I was born in Chifu and partly grew up there. And then I moved to Bulawayo. That's where I learned and up to tertiary. But I started knowing that I love football from a tender age. I remember I was in grade 3 when there are those senior guys when they are playing and others are playing netball. I would find myself at a football pitch, not attending any netball or any other thing. It was football. So that's when I realized that my favorite sport was football. And wherever, maybe they are sports or but now I think ningosina kunyasoziva kuti ndikuda kuitei nazvo ndoda bhora but ndochaita sei nazvo. So as time went on, I think ndakazotanga kuzoindokuziva mugadzirwa mafacebook ako ane phone yako. That's when I started to realize kutori nevakadzi vanoti mubhora and they are doing this way. So and I remember my father calling me PJ because I think ndo munwega wavaisiva mukadzi angari kuvaiteera radio tinogosireka. So you only knew of PJ. So I think he was seeing a mean PJ in me because I would sit even midnight nichiona bhora ndega. So ndazoti kurirei ndakaenda college ndeda kuita media kuita journalism. So ndisina kuita A-level ndakaenda A-level for the first time vanoti hatikundi ndikatisiyane nazvo ndobva ndachusa kuenda kupoly, but I wanted to do media. So I went to poly unotsvaka nzvimbo Bulawayo poly with my father. Tasvika tikaudzwa kuti papoly hapana media. So the only way was to come to Harare. But I was young, I think I was 17. Harare andisanda kuda ndaitya kweHarare. Ndobva ndarega kuuya kuHarare. So ndabva ndanzina baba vangu saka toita sei takutsvagira another course. But funny enough, my father was so confident to take me to NAST. He was
determined, eh?
Yeah, he was. He wanted to support me. Ndataenda kuNAST. NAST ikati mwana ana A-level, so akwanise kupinda. Vatadzoka. Then I'm like, atsvage course yekuita kupoly. Then we went there. Tatisina mates foot. But anotarisa the program list rakatipa. Then we realized that marketing by the ndege kwanisika kupinda isina means. Vananzi achingoita marketing. Ndapinda vandaita marketing, but I didn't like it. Later marketing ndakazoita attachment kuHarare. That was my first time coming to Harare. I think I was 20. Ndobva ndaya kuHarare for attachment. And I didn't know that God was preparing me to get familiar with Harare through that way. So ndichipedza attachment ndichidzokera kuHarare. Ndichidzokera Bulawayo. I remember going Facebook and then I saw a video of Yvonne Manguda saying we are looking for an intern, sports intern at Star FM. Then I just felt in me maybe I can try. But now you're scared. My parents don't have auditions. I'm not going to say that. Then I got since I was home on Gorbas. I go send a message. I send a video that I want to phone train. Then I came. Saturday and the audition was starting on Saturday. Then the first person was because I'm more busy. So that's the process was long because I had daily tiripo. And then I nearly got eliminated along the way. Vanhu vakakanganwa kuti vambenge vandiselected because we were supposed to read a script first. So ndakaverenga script and Linda Muriro was there. Like, you can read news iwewe. So nanangoti tikaramba zvokuku takuzama news. So pakazopikwa vanhu vanga vagona vaya ini ndakatosara. Nobva ndotonzi vanhu vatonzi aimimba vari uku kumakuenda kumba. Hama anzokiromo. Vanasimwa vanoenda kuna ET. Ati ini mambo nditi ndagona kuverenga saka ndamazonisa kusei. Kanza ndiwe uya nobva ndaenda. Then I went through the process, but I wasn't selected on those 5 people they wanted. Nobva ndadzokera kumba. But ndakazongonzisiya namba dzakuna Linda in case news you can be trained for news. Nobva ndadzokera kumba. So I think it's Saturday. Then Wednesday I received another message from Yvonne. I was like, ndazokuona pa social media. I think you're a sport person. You can come to trainer for free. I was part of these 5 or compete, but you can train you for free. Then I started being trained for a week. Bakaita COVID matanzi station pakurambitswa vanhu vakawanda. Then I had to go back home. So pananda udzokera kumba, Yvonne said, I can only link you with Muzi. There was this sportscaster Muzi Khadib. That's the person I can link you with. Anokubatsira wadzokera. Then that's Okera.
In Blawa, that is.
Yeah. That's Okera. Then I got in touch with Muzi. Muzi was this correspondent with Saifim by then. And he allowed me to do his job. Like, kind of like a ground eater. What he was supposed to do. He was allowing me to do. So, it was him who trained me on the ground. So, indeed, he proposed Chief Vikas then said, we can try you as our correspondent.
Okay.
That's when I started doing for Star FM, covering the matches there. And then Yvonne then pushed, I think, through Charles Mshinga. Then I started writing for H Metro again. So along the way, I don't know, Yvonne then moved from Star FM to Dynamos. So Paka Dynamos, she was the marketing and communications officer. So here Angasna marketing. But she remembered having a conversation with me saying the marketing. That's when she called me like, but I need someone who has marketing knowledge. That's when I came to Dynamos. That was in November 2021. Should be 2021. But I came as an intern, marketing intern.
At Dynamos?
Yes.
Okay. So a big shout out to Yvonne Manguna, the first lady of sport. The role that Yvonne played in uplifting her to be where she is now. So now you are at Dynamos. Take us through the process. What happened for then you to end up as the MO of Dimbal?
So we worked together with Yvonne since November up to August. Then she got another deal to cricket. And then she just told me, I don't know you, but you can remain here.
Okay.
So in the I'm an intern. Contract yangu yafana go expire August year. So I just assumed that contract yapera. And then no one had even engaged me. I had the office keys in Rukumba, and then the admin, Mr. Chikomo, called me. Why? Contract but so I just thought then we are meeting. Then I went and then I opened a meeting match. I didn't know what I discuss. But the next thing that I was told was that Chairman Mfuruza said Chioniso should stay. And Chairman Mfuruza and Chairman Mangenje said Chioniso should stay. She can assume because Agara admin system. She can take it up. Then the following day I'm told everything is now on you.
Okay.
That's how I started being a media officer for Dynamo.
How did you take the news? And how big a responsibility was it? Look, we are looking at arguably the biggest team in Zimbabwe, with perhaps the biggest fan base, arguably, that is.
It was so challenging and scary. So I remember calling your phone now and again. And do it I say. So you see Dynamo very, very harsh. Sometimes they don't know reality background and
defense, you mean?
The defense. Pressure Dynamos is everywhere. I use my player state is everywhere. So urukuziva kuti une page ine 7,000 followers. Urukompita need TV. There was Dembare TV,
Yeah.
yanga ine kuma iri kuma 20. There was Dembare.com, yanga iri kuma 200. So you create content iwewe as Dynamos, and this platform takes it, popo poster. You only was around 5 likes, and you only got kuma 1,000.
Challenging, eh?
Challenging. So you have a task, you're going to take this page to this level.
Okay.
So at some point, I don't know which let's keep shit writing. This has writing, let's go into writing. But now there was an iPhone, there was an Simba Bhora. They were there to support me. So Npana sounds okay, no confidence. And I think the person that I should mention, tell me and I got so surround Dynamos could monakanisa confidence and helped me is Coach Tondela.
Stanza. Mabigo unogumdara. Hanzi Mimi, you played a very, very big role. Could Manaska Nashike Bagashiko Dynamos. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Pataga, we are won. Tikashanda tese akava. Asinambra taita instant yekuti tai travel ani team.
Okay.
Because angari ndo madisa tambo chibuku chacha round robin chacha. Saka asanga travel papa snachi and then yuvona aenda papa tanga traveling. Ndiri one, I don't know kuti ndoita say ndodi. So takabatanzi when first match of traveler was against Black Rhino School Ngezi. Bandanzi mangwana kuendwa ku match.
Okay. Your first time to travel with the team.
Yes. Apana nduzo ndu traveler say but ndungo zati mangwana kune match and I should be there. Then I called manager. Achoro mangwana ku match tukuita sei. Achoro ara ina ndikuziya kuti noita sei. Funza man chairman ndo wavunza chairman wakanditi you must be in the bus.
Okay.
Then in the vanama kuseni kana tozwa chairman bus ndaza achoro inda na chairman nofanira bus kanzuya. Ndaswa pa bus bye. Habachapindika manje. Akunzi aiwa imbomira. Andichaziyo instruction yekuti mira kupera basi irubva kunani and why ndiri kunzi mira. Ndavana mira manje. Then I started calling chairman again. Ndauya pabus but nanzi aupinde. Chairman Vostor andizito ataura nani. Then Frank called me. I said uri kupi? Ndauza ndiri pabus apa pandimira ipapo uya pa Jameson. Manina pa Jameson mananomira. Manapinda for the rest yanga chiri nyowani.
Mote nyika.
Yanga chiri nyowani. Anamira baba Frank wantora. Sikanzi ndikuenda newe ndini.
Okay.
And the reason why ndakuti ndiende newe is not because of anopinda mbazi ochi. But I think it's so harsh kuti ngokukanda mbazi without these guys being informed first. My players tomaziva. Saka tofana tanga taura nawo first kuti takutravela newe. They have been seeing you training but abaziyo totravela newe. Saka ndichatanga ndataura nawe and I can only do that training. So ndosaka ndati ndakuita se ndakuenda newe. Vanaenda nawo ngezi. Vanosvika bhora ramboratambo kwamubva nditi pinda. Chienda mbazi uende kumba. Manopinda mbazi mandozoka kumba. From that day I don't go pin numbers. But he was there. I think the role he played was more on managing these players. I didn't know the football industry. But he had given them harsh conditions. I remember kuti Dagaso Woods were day. It was Panabas Mshunji.
The late.
Yeah, Dagaso Woods because Tarita clash na ban took. Then I didn't respond, Mananyara. I think it was Frank akabudikira akati ban wakangano ngonganga ndakadzichi but I then came to me and said sorry so was the coach because ndopina mawani so ndopakazondizwa kuti takanzi anenge ngokunisa na coach ndivakaudza ma players anenge ngokunisa chiti Chioniso kangoya kwandira chi complain about a certain player contract to terminate atisuda munhu anomuvhiringedza so that's how he managed to protect me and kundibatsira kuti ndive safe in environment imomo kusaka ndazojairawo ndega ndakuziva kuti I can defend myself this way.
Makatozojaira zvisho bosta rauti onaka even kuchendwa mabhora masonga chindwa mauto include my lyrics and everything. What is it that you remember the most about your time at Dynamos in the blue half of the city?
Yeah, I think kana munhu ari Dynamos chinhu chinonakidza season yese nyange mukazodza kuineyo chinhu chinonakidza kurova Caps United.
Okay.
I can see that.
The derby.
Yeah, mukangorova Caps United mheno nyange mamusina kana mari nyange mamusina chi but kungorova Caps United kunenge mufaro. Mfaro zvekuti do but I remember mostly kuti uchipinda muteam these guys I think kuti ma players iwawo I came kuna nani Chauri akuna na God knows Murira and then I think that's why I ended up being close to July.
Yeah.
Because pandakauya kwakunoona ngane masita vanhu andainzwa paredhiyo vanainzwa patv vaya saka it's never easy kuti ungoti unga munhu waunzwa patv unongomusira kuti ndevi unotya unaye muri kushanda haasi kumbokuitira attitude but unenge uchingotya kuti jauri jaurinakamuzodhara nchirindotyoro saka I can't be. So by then only vana vadikwa ngwari it was Tino Mringai naManu July.
Okay.
So I would find myself nana Tino wangu vaigarawo pavo vega vari vana vadiki nana Tino nana July. Then anaja ulimva vaenda ana Tino na July remained because ya Biwa ndonyo.
Yeah.
Then vamwe vaise va Tino na Biu vakazoenda.
Yeah.
July remained nana Junior.
Yeah.
Ndivataramba tichingoita se tichingotamba nana July ivavo. Saka kuto ngati takatongokura tese takakura tese musystem imomo because July ndakaona I think angani wani aripo ini vandauyawo. Then ana Biu came ndiriko. Saka takatongokura tese pabasa ipapo ndosanga kuti achi my friends ndo vanhu varikutamba navo and then there were vanhu vanenge vari protective like ana Frank Makarati vekuti ukabva ubhora usiku nawo they will make sure kuti waenda kumbani. So that caring aside remaplayers iroro rakaita kuti ndifile free and ndijairiwo basa because vanga vasingaite kuti zvindinetse kushanda navo.
Yeah, saka nguva iri kufamba zvesho because you are saying makasvika paDynamos imi manu aine 1 year aripo, right?
I think mwana wanga 2019.
2019. Now Manu is the captain of the club.
Yeah.
He's a senior player now, a regular in the national team, and your relationship is still strong. So don't mutombopedzana mwedzi musina kuti mukoma waita chakati.
I think that part yekuti mukoma started so I think Jala is younger than me.
Really?
Yeah, I think because I last time I checked it was 98, 99. He must be younger than me ni Gori.
Okay.
But he started calling me Mfana from Norway. Mfana chichi. So I'm like, Mfana. I think even ana junior ana Bill. I'm gonna install now. Ndenja ngeni mdiki. Because yone ngajifunga kuti ndikutamba bhora vanhu vaombe. Sanje Mfana. So I was like, inda kula mwati ndipanda kuti sekuru una man. Andakama mwana ndipanda kuti sekuru kana na basa but you also don't kuti sekuru. Chita mwana anditi sekuru. So that's why I started saying, all right, saka mkoma. Then decided kuti Jali and this is iruro. It was Kevin Moyo.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. That was going to be my next question. Could it Jali like take us through it? Rakabva ku visit.
Tachiri ku pakabuda song ngonzi Jali. So Kevin Moyo aifarira. And then Kevin Moyo is the person who gave Jali started kuti Jali. Ndiye mudedza ega. Ngo Jali. Mba istasa ngoito odzungu pata akira. Chakuti Jali. Saka nopana katanga kungoti Jali. I think I'm the person who took it to the streets.
Okay.
Kuti Jali, but yanga restart Kevin Moyo redza nato Jali. Then I was now like mkoba Jali. Saka nanasi even pa WhatsApp kana pai mfana mkoma tindadada.
So it appears as though you've got a lot of good memories from Dynamos, but at some point you had to leave the club. What happened? What necessitated the decision for you to say, I'm packing my bags and closing this chapter in the blue half of the capital seat?
Okay, so everything was going well. I think even up to a point which I applied for the FIFA course using the Dynamos name and Daka enroller. Then Daka so I graduated 2023 September. And a week later, my tutorials were going for COSAF. Then I received a call from Zifa throughout Indian team as their media officer. Shocking and interesting.
Very big recognition.
Yeah, because as it is, I graduated this week, and then the following week, people are recognizing you. Napandaenda ku national duty, and my tutorials performed well up to the final day of the tournament. That's number 3. Tichi Soka, I came. There was a different setup. In Paisapa National Dynamos, it was only me and the admin.
Okay.
Ku office Sister Square iko ndinaona zati ku office kana ni disipo kune awa.
All right.
Sister Square 2. So I came ndadzoka ndona mbazi mune another person. A new person. I knew the person but not familiar with the person. Then manana kune munhu mnyawani. And no one is even telling you kuti munhu ndiani. I also iti.
Okay.
So we started working in office, and then the person started coming to office again. And then there was an intern. I had an intern blessing. So I think a blessing was Ziva, but I didn't know. I remember going to admin, what's going on? Monuke office but not knowing arikuyazoitei arikudii
yeah
sasa ndo pakatanga challenge ipapo and then you starting hearing stories and stories zvimwe zvinhu zvaungatofundika kuti ndini ndakaita zvinhu izvi zvikutoorwa izvi
okay
otoona munhu achitoita kuti wasodai I remember being accused game takaenda notamba neshisha mukugweru that's when I realized kuti the environment has changed takaenda notamba neshisha mukugweru and then ndakabuda panze makuseni ndovanamira panze room yangu ndegara dega room yangu inga directly opposite neana Frank was sharing room na Jaden Bakari so Jaden vanhu vanenge vachitonga kudai nemakujaira we started having a conversation navo ndakamira kude rimwe side but nyaya yakazobuda through coach akunda hanzizoni Jaden akapotsa bhora rimwe ririwo empty net
was the coach then it was Kaka
so Jaden akatambawo bhora apotsawo empty net apana big chance yekutoti takatobatwa nevanhu paya Jaden bhora iro ndopapotsa then yakabva yanaretwa ichinzi
did you win the game
takazowina because akazogohwesa hake Jaden later chawina game raya tadzokera but there was a report saying Jaden apotsa bhora because anga agarisa chonzo pamakumbo so coach Genesis had to call me nenje kuprotect but kana wakudai ndikati ndaita sei vakundiudza kuti anzwa kwakagara na Jaden that's why azopotsa bhora ngakora azonanga apotsa tazvona kora azonanga sei ine nyaya itochi yenhema saka pakata kugadzirika nyaya Chioniso azodai Chioniso this and that. One thing that I know is kubasa kunonakisa kuenda tinogona kuenda kubasa tikoshaya mari but as long kuine peace hauna pressure but now kana wakuenda kubasa wasvika wazonzwa dai nyaya dziri dzenhema zvinorwadza and then you start yourself being excluded from a lot of things. I remember I was in charge of my kids Dynamos office kwakushena ntu so pakauya anything my kids are delivered this season and I'm sure even my players angari kupana ndiriko can attest kuti I was the one who was responsible for disinvesting my kids ndide papa my kids are quite this season so everything and saizoti asara ayaya hapana paungambonzi unozoda kuzobo makisa ningasara na 5 undungumesa paside undungukaulita pane 5 asara ayaya so zonza ari kutora makidzi chonsa kutora makidzi makisa nekashuta but kwada kuti ukazotora through the process unoti zvinhu zvakaita sei zvakangokwana but you start being excluded zvinhu zvawambe ngochigara nazvo kuti ndokuziva kuti zvinofamba sei makids uchamawana you have to report to someone now this thing but zvazvisiri clear. I think the duties were not even outlined clearly so along the way I was then told kuti Mdarata achakude panapa.
Mdara being the owner of the club?
Yeah, the owner of the club. Mdarata achakude panapa. Then I'm like, I don't really think it's right for you to say Mdarata achakude panapa.
Did you have a contract?
I had.
Okay.
So, I don't really think that's the way that you can tell me good either. There's a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
Munokwanisa kutongonditi achagumira panapa. Not to come and say Mdarata achakude panapa. Asbude. Then I loved the job, I loved the club. But I came to a point yekuti yanga ya burden on me. Basa urikurida rufana kuperform my duties ako but kungwana kwakufana kuperform akusquit. So I remember the match Simba Dynamos yaenda kuwadzana pakafuro wadzana stadium.
Okay.
I just received a call. Usauye kubora.
Who called you?
It was the CEO. CEO was saying I was instructed to call you. And usauye. Then reaching the air and andisikuziva. Zvangonzi usauye. Novandarega kuenda. Vandoti ndakazvambo ndi stress. Then I'm like I need to change because I get signed. I need to change mandadzoka ndadasko. People were calling me. Vamwe vana nengu vachifunga kuti vajaira the usual
procedure. Yekuti basa rinofamba sei.
Yes. So kuti nditi pane munhu akambondifonera achinditi sei usiri mbazi kana sei usina kuuya hapana ndobva ndangogarawo kumba then I didn't know kuti saka after match ndoenda kuoffice ndoita sei because wambonzi usauye ndezvekumechi chete kana ndezvekubasa rese kuti ndisauye then ndarega kuenda I had the pages. I had my social media accounts.
Okay, you had the passwords and everything.
Yes, apana mwe mnanga any access. Then they called me saying, "Ipa blessing," and now respond. honestly, and ndina kurespond because I wanted them to first tell me what was going on. Ndachengeta my passwords. So it meant that there were no updates
on any Dynamos media platforms. My media platform, I think you're talking about Facebook, X, and stuff like that, the WhatsApp channel and all.
Yeah.
You go to Dynamos at all up when you created them.
Facebook, the Dynamos queen a Facebook sheet.
Okay.
Younger in 7,000.
Okay. And at that point, Younger, how many followers specifically?
Younger 60, 70.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Instagram, I had created it in Dega. TikTok, I had created it in Dega. Channel same. So I was create.
Okay.
So ndangostiko ndamuno ndakapindura. And I think there were threats again. It updated ukona bhora pa TV wewe ita. I wasn't responding. So andizoziyo kuti akazotanga kuzozvisa pa ndakataura kuti ndiani ngozi ndandamuno ndakataura naye. But akazongoona ndakusendwa ma screenshots zvinzi Chioniso was sidelined. Anzi asawe kubhora. Ndosaka page iti Dynamos risina ma updates.
Yeah.
So you know uri munhu anenge ane ma-parents.
Yeah.
My parents started calling me, what's happening? Ndopana kuti pana patoshata. Ndatongotaura ndanzi ndisauya. Saka ndozvandangoitawo ndangogara kumba, but I have the pages. So inansi pama pages kwaita sei tafinalize.
Yeah.
Taudzana kuti iwo atichakuda pana apa enda.
Semunhu anga contract.
Yes, because ndine contract ngomuticha enda. Ndopandakabva ndazonzi the following day mandafonerwa. It was the now Sifa president, Mr. Magwisa. Ndovakandiffonera asked me, "You are going to ramba basa," because they were the principal sponsors. My sponsors angajaira kuti mileage is coming through social media.
Yeah.
And then I think papa buda my kids manyo and tava kuita unveiling edi my kids vakanaka. And then they were expecting kuti nasi pa page. Zvinochaya my kids anenge akazara chiflada page. Then there's nothing.
Yeah.
That's when he called me. But I received an instruction in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
That's when the minister vakataura neko kumusoro kumba nazokufunda nganzi kuyo basa. Anditanga kuenda futi. Ndakuenda pakwaita independent match. Ndakari komtari.
Yeah.
Ndopanda ndandwa futi kunzi ausifana kuenda. Ku independent match kwawe. It's okay. Ndoregera kuenda ndarega. So I think there was a lot that was said that I can't say here. Nekuti ma-accusations andangakawanda yekuti ndikanika rekumba. Saka ndatonzi ausikuenda ndatoasepta kuti andosikuenda kukomutare. Ndopazofonwa futi uri kuenda uya uende. Ndabva ndaenda apinda mubhazi. So usually we used to sit pane this tichipinda mubhazi reDynamos pane one seat rinogara munhu one. And then the next ndorandaigara namesi.
Okay.
Yes, the
daughter of the board chairman, Mr. Marriott.
Yes. Saka dero ndakasvika ndopinda mbaya. Ndavanoona mesa akarara pamasiti. She knew I was coming. I'm there. Ndapinda. Haasi kutaura. Akarara pasiti. Vanongonzi nadriver. Iwe. Uri gogodero wajaira bhorewo. Gara pafriji apandi. Vanagara pabhazi pafriji iri mubhazi. Varoro vajeni vatenda.
Wakamutara?
Yeah, ndakanosvika.
Mazinzi kuenda madhimbare. Musikana akatomboenda wakamutara agara pafriji. Dhimbare ndeyero padhimbare. Musaidherera.
Ndosvika kamutare ndiri pafriji pangu. Zvazvatonomawo ende I think almost everyone was like, shinga handi, zvinopera handi. Tasvikawo kuti asvika manheru and then challenge yakazoitika mind yekuti handisikuziva kuti mesi ndatonzire. Handisikuziva kuti pane vamwe vanhu here vandakanganisa ndaita sei handisikuzivawo. Then challenge yakabva yaswedika ndeyekuti SRC yakabva yati the rooms are being shared.
Okay, so you had to share a room namesi.
Ndiyega mukadzi akari patimi.
Okay.
Ndikadefana kushare naye.
Yeah.
Saka ini ndakamove because I had my bag the other side of the bus. Nainanotasa bag rangu ukoko. I thought pesa akafunga kuti handisipo kana kuti chi. Heri was the manager. Heri mbati my key you kushare nacho niso chonza ndikumuona. Then she said a word that hated me the most. I remember saying kuna chairman na CEO. It's better for me to leave right now. Actually, the nation where inonzi Arnold and there's Yano Gargomchad and there's this man in Gargomchad. I called Arnold and Gumbron Tore. It was midnight.
Yeah.
The Gumbron Tore ndi Bepanaba because I couldn't stand that word. I couldn't.
Let me get this straight. You left the Dynamos camp.
And also yenda.
Yeah.
I think chairman and CEO did their best. Couldn't say yende. But in that to conclude out, no.
You wanted to leave at midnight.
Yeah. I wanted
Independence
to
match, a game organized by the Sports and Recreation Commission, is because of something that you were told that hurt you a lot, and you wanted to leave camp at midnight.
Yeah, I think munhu akataura munhu asingazivi kuti ndiripo.
Okay.
So munoziva kuti munhu anongotaura achiti munhu hapo. Then she said akatotaurawo zvakataura, and the word didn't sit well with me because it was so heavy.
Okay.
So ndabva ndangoti ini ndakuenda. And I think my players mamwe angari vakazvinzwa, and the other technical members were there vakazvinzwa, and havana kukwanisa kutaura. But when she saw that I was there, she was shocked because akaziva kuti zvinhu zvataura zviti.
And you wangwazvinzwa?
Akazona ndazvinzwa because she thought kuti handiko munhu akamira at the side of bus, ini another side. Vataura kuti pakapiwa makemba apindura in that way. Saka pakazondiona ndichibuda. So ini pandakanzwa wedhi iroro ndakabva ndatoti ngandibve. Ndabva kufamba nakuenda pakazondiona. So ndakabva ndatora mabhegi angu ndakatogara panze. Nyawa, Kevi, Frank naTanaka Shandil. Saka ndakagara ndikuchema, ndakarwadziwa zvichukati. Ndikuchema ndakagara panze. So the guys were now going kutsvaka chikafu mbowandiona. And then Tanaka said, ndiye akazonga kuzondiudza. Ndakatodza mafesi kuti munhu akada kutiza panapo. Mbotora bhegi rangu mboarivika.
Okay.
So panakati ndichida kufonera anodhuya kuti anoti mutoro ndinise kuna mai wangu bhegi handicharooni. Then chairman naCEO like auya kunokuya tichaurani tichimba taenda patinogarwa pasi. She refused. Ndakudaro handakudaro. But rangozi nachairman Chioniso chitongoshingo. Hazvizoita kuti uite sei ubve panapo. Ndikati it's okay ndinoenda nenjuyu yangu makuseni ndichiita basa ndidzokera. Zvichatobude that way. Ndobva ndanoshare room. So imagine unoshare room nemunhu wacho. Angakurwadzisa iyeye the trauma. So the following day I think she used to pfungwa dzekuti ndiri mai or ndiri munhu mukuru. Started talking to me. Then I started talking to her. Pakembe yapera mbatadzoka. Saka pandakadzokawo ndakadzoka ndakagarawo pasiti.
Okay.
But hazvina kupera. Undi yacho yakazongoramba ichingoenda nekuenda. Then
up until a time you decided.
Yeah, that's why pandakazoitiswa meeting. And then I said my side. And nyaya dzavo dzavanga inadzo ndikataudza kuti these are accusations. Hapana kana chinhu chokwadi chamuri kutaura chese. And tinokwanisa kunoverengerana makids munhu tine makids akashoteri. Tokwanisa kuita zvinhu zvese zvamuri kufunga kuti you can put on me kuti because of this. So they were like chingoenda iwe chingosiya isi tozotaura kuti Chioniso akaenda kuchikoro. Ndikati handisi kubvuma zvinhu zvakadaro. I want you to discipline. Nyorai tsamba yekunditi hatichakuda. Termination yecontract. Kuti tista offer. Termination. Because ndikabvuma kungonzi chingoenda muchamuka mangwana mosanga kutaura zvamunoda. Takaba saka takamutenda saka usatauri. So it took long kuti vazoagree ivo manje kuti tisaenderana bepa iroro. And I remember at some point chairman was now saying you can stay. I'm like no, I can't be staying in this environment. Ndopananga tazo agree mna May 2024. That's when I left.
That's when you left. Oh, quite interesting. It's a male-dominated industry, which is something that you know, and there was a lot of problems, a lot of trauma on account of a lot of things that happened during your time at Dynamos. But for someone who loved the game and who loves the job, I think a few months later you ended up at Simba Bhora FC. Take us through the process. What happened? How did you end up there?
I stayed at home since June up to December. Then andina in club ekambengambo ndi approach. But I knew that whatever is going to happen, ndichazongowana. But by now I was surviving on adverts. I think Dynamos there was Deputy Chikomo. I got responsible for comic member for development. He knew everything. He saw me going through everything. Pandakabva Daka agree kuti ndabva. Because some of the accusations that I were through him. I should mention why I started kunyebero. So ndichibdera ndaka agree kuti ndabva. He called me and said, I know tunongona ngosina basa izvi, but I'll give you something to do.
Okay.
Number one, my adverts.
Okay.
Ku best friends. Honestly, the money I was getting in the adverts I was doing, I don't really think kuti yanga iri way yekunditi ndula kuti ushande. But yanga iri way ngoti I can sustain you. Ndula ngokubatsira but angazoenda kuti omari unogona kuiramba. So now we are coming through adverts. That's when I started advertising for Best Paints. And Best Paints yakabata undiendesa ma trips ekumauris. So he actually told me recently kuti I knew you were stressed.
Okay.
So I thought maybe ukatravel uchienda.
It's not a bit.
It's not a bit. Taenda gore rapera. hapana kana offer yauya.
Yeah.
And you are thinking, next year ndikuita sei? Ndichazoenda kupi?
Yeah.
That's when I went home. My parents called me, imboya kumba, because they knew kuti
things were not well.
Yeah. Mba vanditi uyakumba weekend tikuna kuchengeta. But then I didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
Because I knew kuti ndikazogara kumba is a step back towards my career.
Yeah.
Because wakunogara kumba.
Yeah.
And no one knows you there.
Blawe.
Yeah, wakuchanga kutoita a new life.
Yeah.
So that's what made me not return home. Then December ndaenda kumba. Ndiri kuna my parents. And then kwakaita cricket match. Then naenda cricket match. Yeah, for Queens. Ndakatogaro no imwe donge benzi uchingo ngota une stress dzako but you can't show everyone.
Yeah.
I received a call, but I remember in me.
Yeah.
Pananga phone yangu ichiringa. I said whoever is calling me should be calling me for a job or something that will sustain me next year. Then I checked phone. It's a new number. Ndiko answer. Yes, Chioniso ndinonzi Mangenje. Ndiri Simba Bhora.
Programs officer. Big shout out to the program officer, Mr. Mangenje.
So I'm calling you ndaku kumfunza question. Do you have any club you're attached to? They're like, no. And the story, no.
Yeah.
So I said, go office Mangwana.
Yeah.
That was 29 December. That Mangwana and Kwanise. Because they never found travel Mangwana. It was so weird. They were like, okay, talk me later. I want to buy some 31. 31 December. When they sign a contract.
Yeah.
Simba Bhora. That's when I got there. And I interviewed on
Yeah.
We discussed everything here. And we agreed that we want you. Saka. January, we should be with you.
We should be with you.
Yes. Then the following day, I met the club president. But I told negotiated you, but you to Buddha. Then January. Musa 5, I think. Chiu meet because it was new technical team, new players. I told you, I told reality. Yeah.
Interesting. Simba, unlike Dynamos, different environment, different football clubs, different culture, different places as well, because predominantly Simba Bhora are in Shamba there. How was life at Simba Bhora? Considering it's a new environment, like I said, new people. Like, how are you accepted there? Was it as tough as it was your beginning at Dynamos, and how did it go?
Now at Simba Bhora, I'm someone who used to the industry, and these guys, the players, the coaches, are no longer new people to me. Now, but even my team like Shamba, they can come and greet you. So you are now used to these people, and it's just a new environment in terms of going to a new club.
Yeah.
And one thing that made me settle at Simba Bhora so fast was that they just gave me my role.
Okay.
I said, you know what to do. We told you what we wanted. We want our social media presence to grow.
Yeah.
That's what we want. So, just like Dynamos, I found Simba Bhora with only a Facebook page. It was on 8,000. So the task was to, again, compete with another parent.
Okay.
So, Ndabandazo created other platforms, the channels, the TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
But Taka my channels. So kuti pane any day ndakafonerwa ndichinzi apaita so. No.
They trusted you to know what you are doing. They trusted you and they knew you knew what you were doing. Yeah,
and it also came through the Coach Joel.
Yeah.
Coach Joel knew me. And I think he'd been monitoring me from afar.
Yeah.
He knew my strength, he knew everything. So I remember Nana Jera to my coaches on because every coach and way I can. So my coaches you have to go and say, Coach Tash Kumpro did a good disagati. Coach Nash Kumpro in the day so. So Coach Joe took me and said, you are the media officer and did it. And I said, you are qualified for this and you've been doing this. Nekla Bitorne pressure and did it. So, I don't want you to come and ask me, tell me that, Coach, we are doing this.
Yeah.
Media side, we are doing this.
Yeah.
Just be you.
Okay.
So, now you have a coach who gives you a free role. So, can only my teams, only my coaches, no, you're training each time, I found opinion about the background. But it was not different with Coach Joe.
Yeah.
Any minute, any way, I would just get there. So the coaches, the technical team made it easier for me, even traveling in the whatever. It was so easier. And then on management, I rarely see club president. Don't want to borrow and Munanengoshana is the CEO. And Nana manager, query manager this, manager, and then the working condition, they just told me, negotiate a contract. I need training in but like it's okay. So it means Banango training do Mashandran Chitao. So the environment it changed. Now we have traveling allowances, you have winning bonuses. You have
you got winning bonus at Zimbabwe. I know we know Bora Bezo winning bonus.
Yeah, you know what? It's not for any
but it was there at least.
Yes, they are giving you something. We can't be ignoring you, but Uripo. Training, we are giving you food allowances, but
yeah.
So now it was now a totally different environment from what I was used to Dynamos.
An environment which made your creation of content very easy. There are a lot of musicians at Zimbabwe.
I think getting there.
The blessed day gives. Never. I don't know about this.
Getting there, my clubs anozikana kukutara.
Yeah.
And Murika Simba Bhora Chapter. Chamurungo ziva kuti chamufunga kuti rakaita isusu kungowina league.
Yeah.
Saka it's now tough for you to penetrate the marketing kuti toita sei kuti Simba ina izikanwe.
Yeah.
Yet une task ekunzi trukuda kukura online.
Yeah.
So I remember taenda kukariba ndi Gaza. I'm sorry, Jairana, it was our second game.
Gaza is blessed day.
Yes. I'm sorry, Jairana, second game. Kana makita sasa batana.
Yeah.
But pakazongo task up ground kasambata ngoimba. So we recorded that video mistake.
He sings a lot, eh?
Yeah, he does. So takazongo record ka video kaya and ndakarecorda video iri mbazi. But because makita ngasonto batana.
Yeah.
So makita ngasati auya that season.
Yeah.
I couldn't use that video. Ndovandazongo time ron mandoti guys kana makuburuka mungo daidaiwo batanza vanzwisisa. Then vanga kuburuka bye ndovandaita voice the song iyaya balanoita lay over.
Okay.
Ndovaraita ndai upload iri song. Saka ndaka-upload kubva zvandakaya kusimba bhora. I think ndandaita only two posts dzadatika 1000. It was announcement ya Donald Mdadi na yendereki.
Yeah.
Ndio yanga ya Bluma.
Yeah.
Then I think na coach ndo manga Bluma. Then they decided that video. We had 8,000 followers. Time 12. Because of that video.
Yeah.
Then I realized asakatikata kwende ndiye kuimba pana pasokono kuda.
No badala.
Saka ndiro about it. I don't kana taska pa gap ground izo ndasingaburuke kusaka vaimba. Vakaimba. Ndozorekoda. And then the results were coming now. Saka vanhu vanga vakuuya kutotsvaka masong aya kuti every match day ngamufana upload. Kona sabana song. Song aufa. So my players I started enjoying it.
Yeah.
Satatoza kuti vakaimba mbazi vachaimba futi kuburuka. But content yedu tataona content yedu way yedu kupinda nayo market. So it was Gaza for the better part of the season. Tikasongoshamsko jita join. Akuyone take.
Achimwena wachipinda one madanza.
Achimwena wachipinda one madanza avachitosa vanenge vachitawo and then everyone started loving Simba Bhora.
It's a lot of funny. Munomazoera lyrics obviously ndiwere murora kudi.
Vamwe vanenge vachiziva but iri kana ndiri basa rimbe because unenge uchirecord so I can't be singing in recording.
But as you get used to them hearing them over and over ndozorati iya song yakati.
Kune mamwe ekuti unoziva but mamwe masong limositi zvikunzichi. Ungatomubvunza ngatokuseka kuti teerera ipapa parecord ipapo umzo kuti zvikunzi kudi. But mostly it was Gaza we bring my songs along.
Is it? So a lot of fun at Simba Bhora. So what are the plans? Are you staying there for season 2026? Like what is the agreement in place?
As it stands, I think I'm staying.
You think?
Yeah, I think I'm staying.
You would love to stay?
Yeah, no problem. If I'm stay, I stay. If I'm to leave, but I don't really see myself living in time soon. I'm here. Yeah.
So what else are you planning for like season 2026 with regards to your career and what you need to do?
I personally have my own platforms. So one thing that I negotiated with Simba Bhora was that please, in as much as I'm here to push the club, I also don't want my brand to die.
Yeah.
So That's why you see me doing content in other different, maybe because when I was on lunch in my club, I'm like, I think there were people who were asking me, Dynamos kind of keeps kind of chi. And I'm like, no, this is now different from Simba. This is Chioniso.
Yeah.
And then Chioniso as the employee is Simba Deni page.
Yeah.
Then Chioniso as the employee is Simba Deni manager. My account is Simba.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't want my brand to die because I know Kuti. There are other opportunities that I got because of that name, that means social media presence.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm so convinced you can manage social media.
Yeah.
So the brand is to
stay up.
Yes, to stay up there. And then a good club takes you push a foot.
So lastly, you have excelled in the blink of an eye, I would say, within a very short space. Very short period of time. You had the Dynamos job, you had the Mighty Warriors job. There was a time when you wouldn't even, when you do even content for the men's senior national team, the Warriors, tasked by Zifa. You have been at Simba Bhora and all. What is your message to that young girl who knows what you are doing, enjoys what you are doing, and inspired by what you are doing in a male-dominated industry? What is your message to that little girl out there?
Okay, first thing, kutongosia feminism.
Okay.
You treat yourself like a woman, and then you will find yourself not doing what others are doing. So if you just go there and say, let's just do it. And I'm sure even you are but they can't stop you. Compliment or but environment environment is really easy. Like you said, it's male dominated.
Yeah. There are a lot of superstitions as well.
Yeah. There are a lot, but so accept Bhora but I'm happy with this. There's not one producer my TVs can achieve my ref. So it's getting easier than when I started. When I started, but now it's getting easier. It's getting better. So can I dream you're going to go Bhora iripo? Ngai support. And ngai we eating in a good intention. Because if you go there, right, let me say, the way you treat yourself is the way they treat you.
Okay.
Be it the players, the coaches, the way you treat yourself. You are not going to revert back to you. I'm here to work. You sustain. But if you work and do other things, you are not good distract. And then I was told, I remember your phone saying, Bhora good boyfriend.
Okay.
My players say Bhora is my boyfriend. I don't know, but Bhora my boyfriend.
Okay.
Because they can easily tell each other that I cannot pin the candy. And they no she to Baba no you maybe maybe also not so when you come there to each and I think there are girls that have been getting in touch with me. We want to work with you, we want to be with you. The intention is to be clear. Why do you want to be there? And chiri different from other people who we have done. I think there was another phone, there's another chido. So I think I don't post a media person. Tisinga mention and chido who started.
Yeah.
Chakawa sustain
Is that
learn from the best.
Yeah.
Taura now said my graduates don't join my clans or something. Ita basarako taura ni munhu wese dzidza from anyone because akuna munhu anoti uya nabasa. Vanhu before you vese vane zvinhu zvaunokwanisa kubatsira nazvo. Learn from them. Intention yako is to be clear. Kana uchiti akuda kundotsvaka my boyfriends siyanei nazvo.
Alright,
one thing that I will say is I think nema years angu andashanda Bhora waya. I discovered kuti Bhora anorora but arore vanhu nebhora.
Okay.
Avadi. Ava uzvandokuza kuti musikana ane Bhora. Ndikasangana naye nasi. Ndiri papik. Ndikugona. Ndera ndinodona. Anda kuna rugona futi.
Okay.
Ina nini. So mukanasotsvaga vanhu vakaroora veBhora vese. Mutsvaga kuti wakazomumazive. amazi
Okay.
vanotsvaga vanhu vasitori neini bhora kuroora vanoroora but kwete vanouya vachipinimidza kuground uko vanena kana muchiitawo mujolo yenyu but no hakuna havafariri vanhu ivavo vanhu vebhora.
Okay. So your biggest advice to that aspiring young girl would be, if you want to join the football community, do what you're doing, but the intention has to be clear.
Yeah, the intention has to be clear. And feminism ngachitosara because uri kushanda paclub pane vanhu over 50 varume uri 1 pamogona muri 2. But always we know kuti kana uchoshanda kubhora chances are so high yekuti pane pakazara varume. So chikuita chifeminism chiti ndiri musikana saka ndofanira kutreatwa this way.
Yeah.
Disappointing. So along the way, I remember coach Mzadzi, I said, because tatongo jela into them. So I flow with them. So I flow with them. And did you so good to feed kuti name scanner panapa? And no, we are all at work. Tiran is all basa. Sabanaka or any gender, banaka trophy. Tripabasa tisi. So can feminism, yeah, no need to sustain.
Oh, interesting. Well, viewers, that's Chioniso Mashakada there, telling that aspiring young girl that if you want to join football and do what she is doing there, you have to shun the feministic approach as well as all occupational stereotypes associated with football and what it is. Chioniso, it was a really pleasure having you on Let Us Look at the League. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for the next video. That's Let Us Look at the League. See you in the next episode.